Oh. Don't tell me about it. Yo, what up, dog? It's the Movie Maniac, and he's here to review more movies. Good? Alright, so I'm gonna do a sucky-ish movie, okay? So, here we go. I'm gonna review Gladiator! Okay, fine. Oh, but I hate that movie so bad. Okay, it's the best movie ever! What is up with you people? We have opinions. Dang it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, okay. Who all remembers Inspector Gadget, the cartoon? Well, I didn't really grow up with it, but I never even seen the show before, but just by looking at the pictures and stuff and the way how he looks. What's up with his nose and that creepy eyes and that gay jacket with the hat? It's creepy. But people has grown up with it. I didn't grow up with it. Trying to remember what show I really like, other than the Looney Tunes or Sesame Street. I ended Sesame Street when I was 5, okay? I was growing up. Shut up. Okay. So, I didn't really grow up with Inspector Gadget because it didn't came out my time, but you know, he looks weird, but hey, for people who've seen it, okay. But since when the cartoon was running and it was successful, the kids loved it, well, guess what? Some dumb idiot decided to make a movie of it. And that is Inspector Gadget. The one with Rupert Grint and Matthew Broderick. I really hate the movie so much. I mean, I wish I could just review it, but I'm just here to review its direct-to-video sequel, Inspector Gadget 2. Is it better, or is it better, or is it the worst? I would tell you, it's the worst. Sucks. It's much worse than the one with the. It's much worse than the first movie. Seriously, I could just explain all the bad things about it. But anyways, let's just explain the plot. So, Inspector Gadget has been doing his original job being Inspector Gadget. Inspector, a cop, sorta. And he's been chasing down old ladies that's going, like, at least little percent of going 25 miles per hour, and he thinks that she's a criminal. Yeah, what's going on here? Seriously, what's going on? Why is he chasing down old ladies? He's supposed to be a cop, right? Not a clown. It's gotta be a joke, right? This has gotta be a joke. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, what next? Okay. And then, okay, I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, while Inspector Gadget was doing his thing, and Dr. Claw escapes out of prison and tries to make a plan of freezing up the whole world so that he can go to this bank to steal $1 trillion. Literally, trillion. So Inspector Gadget has to go out there and stop Dr. Claw. But he's got a new sidekick this time. And her name is G2. She is fully robotic. She's weird. She's not hot. And also, she's weird. Very weird. I mean, seriously, like the weirdest sidekicks ever. And plus, she looks creepy. She looks like something that will come after your nightmares. I mean, you know, she's just staring at you like. that. Yeah, but seriously, she's weird. Really weird. And plus, I don't really get this. I just remember this one scene where she was going to be in deactivation and she doesn't really want to. She has a tear in her eye and starts sobbing and starts crying. I was like, wait a minute. She's not human inside. She's fully robotic, right? How does robots have emotional feelings? Doesn't make any sense. That's like if Star Wars C-3PO starts crying after Obi-Wan's dead. He's like, oh, shut up. Okay, so yeah, that she is freaking weird, but Uncle Gadget also has a niece, Penny, which he doesn't really look like the same as the first movie. That she wants to help Inspector Gadget to capture Claw and solve clues. Well, but then Inspector Gadget's like, no, Penny, you're just too young. You have to wait until you're like my age. But guess what? She's doing all the clues for him. Seriously, she's been solving and tracking down what's happening to Claw while Inspector Gadget just goes around and goofs off. It's freaking... doesn't make any sense. She should be an inspector. I'm serious. I mean... okay, who brought a dog there? Okay, seriously, if you take that thing away, or else I'm gonna kill it. Oh, oops. That makes it say on camera. Sorry. Okay. So, where was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Inspector Gadget 2. Okay. So, she's doing all the work for him. Seriously, it's freaking weird. I mean, she's mostly the one doing the spying and stuff. Like, she's been spying on Dr.claw's men, like, hiring new guys, and she's been spying on the guys who are stealing the gun, and she's been using the bowling shoe to figure out what's in there, to find the place where it is to capture Claw. While Inspector Gadget goes around and keeps goofing off and knocking up with G2 and then cleaning toilets. What's his problem? His niece is doing all the work for him. Well, he's just goofing off thinking he's a smart guy who could do anything. He can't. All he could do is just do go-go gadget stuff for pointless things, and then he goofs around. He doesn't even get what he's doing.
Uncle Gadget, this might be a trap.
I'm thinking that this might be a trap.
What is wrong with this guy? He should allow his niece to become an inspector. She's doing all the work for him. But then, along the side of Penny, while she's doing Inspector Gadget's job, she brings along a dog with her named Brain, which it can literally understand people. It's weird, right? I mean, there's this one scene where, like, Inspector Gadget was with Penny and giving her a medallion, and then, like, Brain was barking, and it was translated like, "Hey, what about me?" And then, like, Inspector was like, "Yes, you too, Brain." How does he get that? How does he understand that? It's a kid's movie. It's a kid's movie, so why should I know? Why should I know? Why should I care? But yeah. I gotta admit, they at least did one thing really cool, is the villain, Dr.claw. I mean, like the cartoon, he doesn't reveal himself. He doesn't show his face or anything. He's mysterious. They did that right in this movie. In the first one, they did it all wrong. They were supposed to keep his face mysterious, but then they just decided, Screw it. We're gonna show his face around the whole world when he looks like a pretty happy, pretty boy. I didn't like it at all. This Dr. Claw, I like. He is so cool. And this, I mean, you know, the camera only shows his mouth, his eyes, his shadowy face, and the claw. Claw. Alright. But, yeah. So, but the villain is really cool. But, what about his henchmen? Are they cool? Well, let's just, okay. I'll just give you Q&A questions. Let's see. A, they're fantastic. B, they're just good. C, they're okay. D, they're goshly awful. If you pick D, no crap! Really? These henchmen, they're dumb. They're stupid. I know. They're trying to be funny. Like, there's one guy who reminds me some guy who goes like duh, duh. And then one guy who sounds like Leonard from Big Bang Theory, and this weird mustache guy, and then this cowboy dude, and then like a ninja. Well, what the heck? Well, what the heck? It's weird. It's weird, people. Come on, it's weird. I mean, who has ninjas for that has their henchmen? It's weird, isn't it, huh? Ain't that right? Yep. Okay. So henchmen. I think that's it. Finally, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, wait. There's one. I forgot one thing. This movie has the worst computer graphics in my whole entire life. I'm serious. This is the worst computer graphics I've ever seen in my whole entire life. If this was an anime movie, that's fine. But for a live action movie, no. Whatever Inspector Gadget do, Go Gadget something, they always look fake. It's freaking ridiculous. I mean, seriously, like a machine that's actually fake and computerized. And then they had to then they also had to computer Inspector Gadget's face, which is freaking weird. And also, I really hate this. This is the worst computer graphics I've ever seen. Like seriously, it's horrible. You could just puke. You could just puke little cute colors. Seriously, I mean they're colorful, which that's pretty nice, but it's fake. It's horrible. It's fake, cheesy, horrible. So why should I care about the visual effects? It's fake, and it bothers me a lot. Alright. It's time to wrap this up because I can't think of anything else to rant about. Alright, so overall, what will I give this movie? F-. Come on, everybody. Boo, boo, come on. Okay, whenever there's an A plus and an A solid, whenever there's an A solid, everybody clap. If it's an F- or an X-, then we shall boo. Come on, everybody. Boo! Boo! Yeah. It's horrible. Just horrible. I mean, kids might like it, but as soon as they grow up, it'll get worse. Yes, I grew up with it because I had it. Okay, so done with that. So, what next? Ooh, this is pretty interesting for all you Iron Man fans. The first photo to Iron Man 3 and a new poster. I have the first photo and a poster. Now, as you see this poster, well, it's not really like a poster. It's just like a camera flashing at a poster. Like, it's behind those two Asians. So, but I gotta admit, it actually looked pretty bland to me. It's weird and really boring. And really boring looking, actually. not that much awesome. I mean, like Iron Man 2, when I saw their teaser poster, it looks cool. It was Iron Man with War Machine. It was really cool. Now, for the first photo, it's actually really cool. They actually have these selections of Iron Man suits and trophies, and it's really interesting about Iron Man stuff. I mean, you know, yeah, but I'm excited to see Iron Man 3. I heard Ben Kingsley gonna be the villain. I don't know which villain it is, but I hope he's awesome as Whiplash, because he is awesome. The Jeff Bridges villain is alright. But I just cannot wait to see it. It's gonna, I'm betting it's gonna be good. Yep, I'm betting it's gonna be good. But not as good as The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, really, I should really stop with this Dark Knight Rises. Okay. So, anyways, let's see. Okay, so, that was quick. Trailer reviews, okay. The Amazing Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man. When I first heard of The Amazing Spider-Man, I thought it was going to be Spider-Man 4. But nope, it was different. But, let me just give you some little, information. So, when Spider-Man 3 came out, people thought there would be a Spider-Man 4. And people didn't want that at all. So they decided to stop the movies and just leave it as a trilogy. All the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. I mean, the first one was good. The second was the best. The third was alright. But you know, I actually really didn't mind Spider-Man 3. I mean, I said it was okay, but you know, it wasn't like bad. Like, not really bad. So, anyways, oh, what else? Okay. So, also, when I watched, I was actually getting excited for the Social Network. Before it came out to theaters, I was actually kind of excited for the Social Network. It actually looked pretty good. I really liked to see it, and I did. Whenever like see interviews, reviews, and stuff, well, they always keep saying that Andrew Garfield is gonna be the new Spider-Man, and I was like, what? And you know, in my mind, I was like, what are you talking about? Isn't there gonna be a Spider-Man 4? I mean, but you know, when I heard the news they're doing a remake, I thought it was a terrible idea. Really? Why? Why? It's too early to do one. I mean, it's too early to do a Spider-Man remake, so why should they do it? That's like The Dark Knight Rises, the final movie to the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, will be the end. But then a few months later, they would start making another Batman movie, which that would be way too early. Way too early to do a remake. So, yeah, why should they do a remake of Spider-Man? It's actually a little too early. Okay, I know. It's been like 5 years. Okay, I know. It's been like 5 years of, well, Spider-Man. I mean, usually with remakes, I always have to wait like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years. Like maybe 7 or 8 years. But really, or longer, but really, 5 years? I don't think so. I think you gotta wait a little bit longer for that. But when I saw the first trailer, I actually didn't like it. It doesn't look interesting. It actually didn't look interesting. Not at all. It doesn't really look interesting. I mean, there was like a few pointless scenes that are really weird, and I really didn't like the part where like Peter Parker, or also known as Andrew Garfield, starts finding out like what happened to his parent. That would be, I know it's part of the I mean, it stays truly to the comics. Like he figured out his parents, but really, I didn't really like that idea. I actually liked it. I actually liked it how he likes his uncle and aunt and more, and he kind of a little forgets about his parents. But then like, his uncle when he dies, he kind of mostly cares about him just because he says this one quote like, "With great power comes great responsibility." But then there's like this thing of issues about him and parents, and you know, it kind of reminds me of the like Charlie Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton version, where like Willy Wonka, Johnny Depp, is having parent issues, and this is like this guy, but you know, he's not like that. He just wants to know. But really, I didn't really want... But that's not my type of movie. It's not my type of movies of meet the parents. Like, how do I know my parents? Like, I don't really care for that stuff. But it does look cool, like the suit. But I really didn't like it. It looks really boring. Then when the second trailer came out, it's kind of a little bit cooler and funnier. But still not interesting. It's not interesting. But yeah, it's not interesting. Then even the third trailer was not interesting. I really much didn't like all the trailers. It's not interesting. I mean, like, the scene where, like, Spider-Man is caught by cops? Why? Is it because of Jonah Jameson? Well, maybe. But I'm serious. This is so uninteresting. But I'll actually admit the villain, the lizard, actually looks pretty cool. But, you know, to me, it feels like a fourth film of the new Spider-Man, except a little bit more crappier and probably like uninteresting. I'm sorry, y'all Spider-Man fans. He's cool. I like Spider-Man. He's like in my favorites superhero movies. But as the way I think of him, kind of a wimp, I guess. I mean, he always uses webs. He's like, bzz, 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 bzz. There, you're dead. Oh no! Bzz, 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 bzz. That's all he's ever done. But I'm sorry, but the new Spider-Man is not interesting. I'm sorry, but not interesting. I mean, I don't really want to see it in theaters. I just really want to see it on DVDs. Okay. I'm going to do this new rating thing to trailers, but this time it's either worth seeing on theaters or just rent on DVD. For the new Spider-Man, it's worth seeing on DVD. So, yeah. Alright. Done with that. Last one. Celebrity reviews. Oh, boy. Tom Hardy. Okay. Now, I haven't seen much of his movies, but I'm looking forward to see him in The Dark Knight Rises. But, I did see him in Inception. I can't really remember him that much, but I thought it was pretty good for a side character. But I haven't really seen much of his movies. I mean, like, some of them are actually uninteresting. Well, except for Warrior, that does look pretty good. But like movies that he's done lately, like let's say, Oh, This Means War. I wasn't interested in that. No. But then, but I mostly heard Tom Hardy, mostly from The Dark Knight Rises, because I'm mostly looking forward to seeing him. I mean, at first when I first heard Tom Hardy was going to be Bane, I didn't know who he was. But then when I saw Inception, I was like, oh, it's that guy. So, but, it really much doesn't look like his actor, Tom Hardy. Well, maybe it's just because he shaved his head bald and he has a mask that you can't really see his mouth. But I bet he's gonna be good. I bet he's gonna be good in The Dark Knight Rises. Maybe better than Heath Ledger or good as Heath Ledger. But I gotta admit, just by watching the trailers and looking at the prologue, his voice sounds chilling. I mean, I can't really understand his voice that much, but when trailer 3 and the rest of the other trailers after that went on, I finally understand him. His voice sounds cool. It's so chilling and really creepy, and I really like it.
I'm Gotham's reckoning.
And I really like it. So I'm mostly looking forward to him, seeing him in The Dark Knight Rises. I don't really have much to say to him, but overall, he's actually really cool. And I gotta admit, he's actually really awesome. So, alright, that's it. Thank you for enjoying this, and I gotta go and okay, let's see. I forgot what was I gonna do. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Go get. Oh yeah. Wait. Check this out. Go Gadget punch. Oh shoot! I missed. Ow! Oh!